Hi learners, my name is Chris Everett Resurrection, and in this course, we'll be talking about copywriting, basics, advertising copy, trends in art and design. I am your subject matter expert for this course. I have been working for 12 years now, and my copywriting career started in Straight Arrow Corporation as a social media specialist and wrote for UK clients such as Energizer, Veet, and Dell. I also worked as a freelance social media manager for Nafnang Philippines and wrote for clients such as All Phones Philippines and ACS Manufacturing Corporation brands such as Pride Detergent, Shield Bath Soap, Smart Dishwashing, Unique Toothpaste, and Heaven Baby Diapers. I then became a project manager / content writer for a social media marketing agency and wrote social media content and ads for huge brands such as LG Philippines, Koji-san, and Cetaphil. After which, I became a social media senior executive for Grab Philippines and eventually became their communication specialist for mobile marketing, which includes writing copies and content for push notifications, in-app messages, app inbox messages, emails, SMS, and blogs. I am very excited to share with all of you all of the things that I have learned in my previous experiences. I hope that by the end of the course, you will be able to cut through the noise and write copies with impact. One should never underestimate the power of words. As our very own national hero Gathaza Rizal once said, "The pen is mightier than the sword." Words are indeed one of the most vital marketing tools. We see it from print, like brochures, catalogs, and posters. We see and hear from TV and radio, emails, billboards, social media, website, basically everywhere. Without copies, we won't be able to reach and communicate to our readers, our consumers, and even to our potential customers. Copies speak to various audiences, and without it, businesses will not thrive. To trace the origin of the word copy, it actually came from the medieval Latin root copia, which means reproduction or transcript. As a verb, it means reproduction, and as a noun, it means transcript. Mark Roberts, in his book, defined copywriting as the art of persuading your reader to take some form of action through writing. Roger Horbury, on the other hand, defined brilliant copywriting as the kind that grabs the reader's attention, gets its message across, and persuades them to act. Additionally, a copywriter is a professional persuader who is responsible for creating a specific message for a specific audience for a specific purpose. Watch these examples from IKEA. This IKEA print ad, which was also used in video ads, was only released September this year, and the copy says, "Don't let furniture wear you out." And below that, it says on a smaller font, redecorate with up to 70% off. I could say that this is brilliant copywriting because it actually catches people's attention with both the photo and the caption, providing readers and potential customers to get their message across and take action. That is, to redecorate their homes by buying furniture with huge discounts from the IKEA sale. There are 10 different copywriting types. So, depending on the certain marketing requirements, copywriting can be further divided into several types, such as the following: creative copywriting, marketing copywriting, sales copywriting, SEO copywriting, technical copywriting, annual report copywriting, direct mail copywriting, product description copywriting, social media copywriting, and press or PR copywriting. First is creative copywriting. Creative copywriting is widely used in advertising, such as print ads, jingles, TV and radio commercials, and other creative marketing campaigns. When writing creative copies, there is a need to come up with creative slogans that represent a particular product. Second, marketing copywriting. Marketing copywriting is for writers who have an understanding and knowledge about human psychology, as this comes in handy in their need to grab the audience's attention as quickly as possible. There's a need to go deep into the emotions and minds of the target market and be able to put themselves in your shoes, to sympathize with them and understand their needs in order to grasp their needs, learn how they feel about a certain product or service, and be able to rationalize based on said understanding. After understanding how it feels and gathering all necessary insights, a marketing copywriter creates a copy that emphasizes, educates, inspires, and guides the customer to purchase and experience the product. Marketing copywriters persuades through the customer's needs and encourages them to act as quickly as possible. If tasked with a long piece as an assignment, they can easily create and maintain an argument while having the appropriate tone. Marketing copywriters are well versed in creating ebooks, email, campaigns, video scripts, and other forms of long copies. As such, the value of a marketing copywriter in the business world is appreciated by companies that aim to establish a strong relationship between their brand and customers. Third, sales copywriting. Sales copywriting may well be noted as the most obvious form of copywriting among all types, as it focuses on driving sales, which happens to be the goal of original copywriting. However, there is a subtle difference between regular copywriting and sales copywriting. While original copywriting encourages the audience to take a certain action, such as checking out the product or buying it, the objective of sales copywriting is to make sure that the reader actually makes a purchase. As such, this requires a lot of effort and skill. A sales copywriter should be able to go deeper into the minds of customers and understand their actual needs. A sales copywriter can convince a reader to purchase should they hit the right spot. However, this is not easy by any stretch. A sales copywriter has to get to the core of the product and get even the most minute detail, after which they need to trim down the details and center on the most relevant details. While it sounds possible, Removing the fluff can be difficult. Lacking essential information and adding something unimportant can make or break the copy's value. As such, one has to take time, do research, and craft the copy attentively. Should you have the capability to digest a vast amount of information and narrow it down to the most important points, sales copywriting is for you. However, ensure that you are presenting a compact, easily understandable power package for your target audience. Sales copies comprise the majority of information available online, such as ads, banners, online magazines, and product descriptions. A challenge that sales copywriters have is making consumers purchase their product or service without being too salesy or hard sell. This challenge can, however, be solved by being truthful. Tell the truth about your product, and your copy will quickly attract a lot of attention. Hit the right spot by knowing and understanding the difficulties that your readers are facing, and let them know how your product can solve them. In its essence, it is all value adding to the lives of your readers. You will find success as a sales copywriter if you master said prerequisites. Fourth, SEO copywriting. This form of copywriting aims to write text or copies for websites in order for it to be more relevant. While SEO copywriting does aim to grab audience's attention and convince them to act, which is the primary goal of copywriting, it also makes sure that the web page gets prominent results and ranks among the top pages in any search engine's search results. As such, it uses a specified group of keywords distributed across the text body, which then prompts the search engine to filter the keywords and rank the website in search results. Not all sectors perceive SEO copywriting in the same way. Some argue that SEO writing is not copywriting, but is instead a different discipline altogether, while others view SEO copywriting as a way of crafting a thoroughly structured piece that can be easily picked up by search engines. Ideally, the copywriter should take care of two things in SEO copywriting: providing essential and engaging information to site visitors through communicating product benefits, and craft the copy in a well-structured way featuring strong keywords for a higher result rank. However, quality and style can be compromised in SEO copywriting since the copywriter has to abide by specific keywords that can get repetitive. This leads to the copy being monotonous or even confusing at times. SEO copywriter requires some technical skills, in addition to creative and aesthetic skills. Since SEO copywriting is dedicated to improving search engine discoverability and online exposure, it is often placed under the category of web design and web development. The featured content and the coding of a web page together comprise an SEO copy, which is why most digital and web development agencies always look for copywriters with an understanding of the fundamentals of SEO and can apply them easily. Should you desire to be an SEO copywriter, start by learning relevant technical terms and the right methods to implement. Such methods include heading levels, meta tags, word stemming, keyword density, anchor text, and several others. Fifth, technical copywriting. A technical copywriter's function differs slightly from that of a sales copywriter. While the primary objective remains the same, which is convincing your readers to take action, the concept and application differs widely. A technical copywriter's job is less sales-focused. As implied by the name, technical copywriters craft a copy based on a given product's technical specifications, often found in company guides, manuals, and/or white papers. If the customer is interested in the product and wants to know more before making a purchase, a technical copy becomes handy. Essentially, technical copywriting is about giving in-depth knowledge about a centered topic to raise awareness to the reader and help them make a wiser and more informed decision. However, since a technical copy also partly promotes a product, it should be crafted carefully to promote the product without sounding too commercial. A good thing about technical copywriting is that it is in demand in almost every industry, from environmental, marketing, finance, design, health, government, lifestyle, and much more. However, technical copywriting can be challenging, and probably is the most challenging among all forms of copywriting. In addition to requiring writing skills, equal proportions of persuasive abilities and technical understanding are needed, at which the latter needs an understanding of the product in its entirety as though you designed and manufactured it. For example, when promoting a huge appliance, you should know how a certain button works and how its pieces work together. Technical content should be easy to understand, comprehensive, should contain all essential product information, and convince the reader to take the final action, which is to buy the product. Sixth, annual report copywriting. Annual report copywriting focuses on crafting annual reviews and reports for companies, consolidating progress reports throughout the year. While these should comply with various legislative bodies and hold a certain format, talented copywriters can add interest on supposedly dull annual reports. Annual report copies usually feature the company's mission, vision, and values, its progress, and all relevant financial and productivity statistics. These copies are most often targeted to the company's key stakeholders, journalists, potential investors, and even employees. It presents the potential of the company moving forward and how it did at the end of the year. An annual report copywriter allows the company's performance and credibility to become tangible content in order for a company to acquire the respect it deserves. A successful annual copy can also help drive in investments and increase sales, which is among its primary objectives. As every stakeholder looks for something in particular from the annual copy, this can impact the company positively in numerous ways. As a whole, an annual report copywriter's job is to craft an informative and compelling report that connects with all of its intended readers, the employees, investors, stakeholders, and journalists. Moreover, an annual report copywriter needs to project an image of authority and ambition and be able to make the content easily understandable. In essence, they must be able to strike a balance between storytelling and disclosure. Regardless of the company's scale and size, a compelling annual report copy may transform a company to attract more attention, investment, and customers. With everything said, an annual report copywriter must go deep into the company's history, structure, goals, mission vision, identity, historical progress, future growth projections, and its lines of business. In addition, annual report copywriters must interview company heads and some employees and research the product or service they market. You should know the product from A to Z, its benefits, its selling potential, and customer satisfaction. These points, among several others, are the true selling points of any successful annual report copy. Seventh, direct mail copywriting. Despite being disregarded often, direct mail copywriting is still relevant and necessary, according to some marketing strategists. This is due to a number of customers who ignore direct mails, as these can be trash or junk. Direct mail copywriters must know how to craft a direct mail copy that is targeted and directed towards a specified target market in order to address their needs and present benefits. By customizing it to fit the customer's needs, you are making sure that the mail reaches your intended audience at the right place and time. Because many customers are impatient, your direct mail must have the capability to capture attention and make the recipients want to read it instead of deleting it without taking a look. In addition to reading, the customer should be compelled to go through the mail attentively and take necessary action. When successful, another potential customer to interact with the company in the future is added to the list. Moreover, you help bring the customer closer to the company in order to increase sales by a huge margin, not only immediately but also in the future. How a direct mail copywriter performs the role can vary by industry and company and may require complementary skills for added success. For example, while many companies require that the copywriter stick to direct mail copywriting, Others offer diversity in the role and tasks, such as crafting one-off pieces, copy for certain campaigns, effective headlines, buzzwords, and even short product related stories. In order to learn direct mail copywriting, first, one must know and comprehend words and ideas that capture attention quickly. Next, synthesize such words together to form a well crafted piece of content. Third, add a touch of customization. Personalized emails are super effective in capturing attention, ultimately determining the success of this form of copywriting. A more personal feeling copy allows the reader to feel closer to the company. Lastly, in order to be more successful, add a call to action button at the end. Your customers must respond to the call to action as instantly as possible after reading the mail copy. As such, to succeed as a mail copywriter, one must use a combination of attractive buzzwords, a hard to miss offer, compelling product benefit, customization, and a call to action at the end. In addition, one can look at the following questions and see whether your direct mail copy checks out with the criteria for success. What is the main purpose of this direct mail copy? Is it product information, a promotion, new product, introduction, or simply inquiries? Who are the intended customers to sell this product to? How is the target audience defined? What age and gender groups do they belong to? Where do they live? What do they do? How much do they know about this product? What product or service are you selling? What does it do? How can you present the benefits of your product or service in a convincing way to your audience? Why should your audience buy this product or service? How does it meet the needs of your readers? What are the benefits for them? Why should they choose you over the competition? What makes your product or service stand out? Why is your company's product special? How long has your company been in existence? What is its credibility? How reputable are you in your sector? What could cause your customers to not buy? Is it the high cost? Is it the efficiency of the product? Is it the return on investment? Are there better or more cost effective alternatives for this product or service elsewhere? What do you want them to do at the end of the copy? Do your readers need to visit the website, send an email, or should they visit you? Is there any deadline? How do they benefit by taking immediate action? What will they miss out on if they do not take action? 8. Product description copywriting. Product description copywriting may be confused with technical copywriting, as explained above. However, to differentiate, while technical copies explain the technical specifications and functionalities of a product description copy explains what the product is, together with its main features. Product copies place the most importance on the choice of words. A product description copy only has a few seconds to attract prospective customers and convert the lead into a sale. In addition, this also infuses SEO copywriting, as the style and effectiveness of your copy will also be evaluated by search engines. And so one must pay extra attention to keywords in order to rank higher on search results. A product description copy has to capture the essence and personality of a product or service and grab the target market's attention. As such, a product description copy needs to have all the necessary features and specifications of a product to inform the audience reader. In addition, it has to be thoroughly engaging. Provide numerous benefits to help the reader decide into buying the product. A good practice to craft an effective product description copy is to blend hard facts with gentle persuasion. This will convert the audience who have slight interests into hardcore buyers. And a persuasive product description copy will also help in customer retention. Moreover, an impactful product description copy helps not only in reaching the right customers and in generating more sales, but also in boosting website traffic, eventually leading to a higher rank in any search engine. Ninth, social media copywriting. Due to the increase in social media usage within the last decade, there has also been a boom in demand for social media copywriters to craft powerful texts for posts, images, videos, and captions. Due to the 3-second average scrolling and holding time for one post, it is imperative to possess the skill for writing concise, impactful, and persuasive copywriting to grab attention as quickly as possible. Due to the ability of social media platforms as a marketing tool, a number of companies dedicate a significant amount of their marketing budget to social media channels alone. Brands with similar niches thrive on social media, making it extremely competitive. A brand on social media should stand out through content and exceptional marketing strategies. And since there are millions of posts that are uploaded daily, the uniqueness and attractiveness of a content will grab users' attention and prompt them to take a look at the brand promoting. And this is when a talented content creator and social media copywriter comes into the picture. A good content should stand out and provide all the information that the audience needs to be aware of as quickly as possible. Due to the briefness of the attention span, the copy should be short. However, a prime benefit of social media copywriting is that the user is closer to responding to call to action since it takes just one click. An effective headline or caption can easily convince the user to take action. And the latest tools and shopping features on platforms like Instagram can help make more difference as these features can allow users to instantly place orders with a single click. The following questions are criteria to ensure the format and success of social media copies. Which types of posts or social media presence corresponds to your company's identity? How do your posts stand out from other similar niches and companies? What is your main motto for going on social media platforms? Is it to persuade users to buy your product? Is it to impart a sense of connection between the users and your company? Or is it to let them know about your company's customer service? What is the main reason or persona that dictates your brand's identity online and social media presence? Why would your potential customers spend time checking out your posts? In addition to writing brief, captivating headlines and captions for a brand's social media accounts, a social media copywriter may also put together short blog posts to capture the attention of users. To get started as a social media copywriter, understanding the various facets of social media and how they work is key. Moreover, learning some of the most effective social media marketing strategies will help, as is working with a social media manager. Finally, learning the art of creating short and extremely persuasive copy that grabs attention within microseconds is essential. 10th, press or PR copywriting. PR or public relations copywriting is critical to an effective marketing and promotion of the company. Public relations is responsible for the company's image in the public eye. Effective PR seeks to present and leave a positive and respectable image of the company in the eyes of the general public, the press, and potential investors. As such, effective PR copywriting is a crucial part of PR marketing, as the statements released and the power of words always reflect the company's stance and values. Simply put, PR copies help a company be seen in a better light. Since press releases and statements are an unavoidable part of PR, companies need a good PR copywriter. Unlike other copywriters whose main responsibility is to present a product or its features to potential customers, PR copywriters need to feature a company's product and help preserve or rescue its reputation in the event of a negative situation. As such, a PR copywriter is a must in almost every situation, both positive and negative. Being a PR copywriter is not easy. Being one requires to extract every detail about the company and the situation it has been put into. In addition, PR copywriters should be patient and level headed, especially during any sudden turn of events or unprecedented situations. Moreover, they have to be agile and know how to turn situations around. Diplomacy is another quality required of PR copywriters. The tone of writing should be journalistic and neutral. Facts should also be able to be put forward without offending anyone. Most importantly, facts and details should be right. Wrong or inaccurate facts will have a negative impact on the company's reputation. Naturally, a peer copywriter has a major responsibility for their head, which makes it a delicate and crucial job position. You should tap into it only if you're ready to handle the pressure and possible backlash. Nevertheless, if you're up to the task, this is a great opportunity to explore as it helps you build important connections and pays relatively well. A slogan is a short, concise, memorable, and catchy phrase that creates an appeal and takes the attention of people. Because people only have 7 seconds to grab the attention of the audience and make an impression on them. Slogan is not a tagline. The tagline is a brief description of the company that conveys its message. These brief, catchy descriptions would establish the company's personality and position in the market. The difference lies in the fact that slogans are usually for specific campaigns or products, while taglines speak to a company's values as a whole. Example: Apple. Slogan: Big step for small for iPhone SE. Tagline is Think Different. In other words, the main responsibility of creative copywriters is to come up with snappy, memorable, punchy short content that will linger with your audience for a long time, since thousands of commercials and ads already exist. Creative copywriters are tasked to write engaging, grasping, and memorable content for campaign concepts and headlines. In 2014, Ricola, a Swiss manufacturer of cough drops and breath mints, ran a series of ads that shows how a misplaced word, in this example the word is cough, could ruin the meaning of a sentence. In summary, this ad is funny, slightly edgy, relatable, very simple, and also memorable. The ad also showed the product without being too hard sell, that Ricola makes the best cough drops. In this print ad, it combined product shots with a memorable copy. Their goal is to keep Ricola as a top of mind cough drops. Now, let's talk about the male grooming brand Old Spice. Most websites include a lot of copies in their website banner, but Old Spice is different. They use their tongue in cheek uber masculinity to promote its bundle discounts by saying, buy a manly amount and save money. They even used very persuasive copies such as get more awesomeness and good smellingness. Depending on your industry, you may also apply the same humor in your copies. Just make sure that you always take into consideration your brand personality when writing your copies. Another good example of creative copywriting is Saatchi and Saatchi's print ad to raise awareness about the large population of street dogs in the country of Georgia due to abandonment. Now, this print ad's copywriting is not just creative but also very impactful. It only used a few words and structured copy which says, till blank do us part, and low it or other words which are other possible reasons or obstacles to ownership which will make the readers think before getting one. This strongly emphasizes the lifelong commitment in pet ownership. How Sachi and Sachi did the text placement above the human hand holding the dog's hand is also very effective and compelling. How do we write a creative copy that will make the readers think? One way is to leverage familiar sayings in unexpected ways. In this case, since the copy revolves around the topic of commitment, they use the famous wedding vow, which is till death do us part. Next is to encourage self reflection in using your copy. In this print ad, they used possible obstacles or reasons as to why and how one might abandon their dogs. Lastly, find ways to harmonize your copy with its visuals. In this ad, instead of using conventional family photos, a hand was instead used with a leash connecting to the dog's hand, which symbolizes the lifelong commitment, as wedding rings are to humans, of dog ownership. The first step to excel in copywriting and deliver exceptional product descriptions is to understand the product completely. Without the product, you have nothing to describe, and without a proper understanding of your product, you have nothing great to write about. The success of your copy will also depend on whether you can persuade your readers to take action or not. You need to understand your product or service inside out, which is the first step for successful copywriting. Take, for example, this LG mobile ad, which highlights the phone's new features, specifically being the world's first when it comes to both tri-dual performance and full 3D experience on mobile. The product specs are also written below these descriptions. To apply this, you should be able to understand the product or service so you can write as many details as you can. You can consider this as your secret formula to produce compelling headlines and to persuade your readers to purchase your product. Follow these steps to have a better understanding of your product and write successful copies for it. Step 1. List everything you know about the product. Before doing the research part for your product, it is advisable to acknowledge the facts that you already know about the product. So make a list of the things that you know about the product without researching anything. Step 2. Research the product. Run an initial test by conducting surveys to get honest feedback and reviews about the product so you will be able to understand the product or service through the perspective of your customers. You may also get additional information from the project owner or the product manager. Step 3. Understand the product. Study the product through the perspective of your customer. It is also best to talk to the owner of the product so you can understand the benefits, features, and vision behind it. Test the product yourself and write down your experience. Consult the surveys and tests done on the customer volunteers and analyze them thoroughly. Talk to the CEO, the engineers, the designers, and other internal stakeholders who are involved in the product's conceptualization and manufacturing. Step 4. Format the points into a detailed chapter. All the details and features of the product that you know before and after your research should be compiled using a detailed format. Step 5. Extract important information. Out of all the details that you extracted in the research phase, extract the most important information and write it down in bullet points. Next, identify and prioritize your strong selling points. For instance, if you're promoting a mental health app, your selling points could be about helping your users get through a tiring day by having them choose between access to certain activities for free, like choosing between working out or yoga, reading positivity quotes or journals, listening to calming music, watching funny videos, or talking to a mental health care professional for free, all in one mobile app. Step 6. Create a product description. To make your copies more effective, try to go beyond the understanding of the product's exterior by getting into the minds of the owner, designers, developers, and engineers to know the original thought behind the product. For this, you can ask these questions to the product designers and developers, such as: who is the target market of the product? What was the inspiration behind the product? What drove the development of the product? How will it benefit the user? How will the user's life change after using it? What are the short and long term goals of this product? After following all these steps, you're now ready to write effective copies for your brand using your in depth product knowledge. Copywriting is considered as an art because it can either make or break a product or company. Most copywriters use copywriting formulas to make their copies more captivating and thoroughly interesting. This will also ensure you persuade your readers to take some form of action. Some of the most effective copywriting formulas used by professional copywriters are the following. First, the 4 C's. The first C stands for clear. This means that the text should be clear and easy to understand. For copies to be clear, you may use shorter sentences, simple or common words, lists, and bullet points. The second C stands for concise. The text should be concise and straight to the point. Keep it as brief as possible and ensure that you're using words that are engaging. The third C is for compelling. Your copy should be able to capture the reader's attention and keep them engaged, especially at the beginning of the copy, as it will tell them whether they want to read the whole copy or not. The last C is for credible. A copywriter's work should always be credible to enable the audience to trust it at first glance. Here is a sample copywriting from Wealth an investment firm which applied the 4 C's formula to earn their readers' trust. Moreover, this copywriting formula is the best technique for digital posts. In this case, it was used in a website. Second, PAS. PAS stands for Problem, Agitate, Solution, which is one of the oldest formulas in the field of copywriting and is also known to be one of the most effective tricks to engage a reader because it uses empathy and problem solving as its main tools to encourage the reader to take immediate action. P stands for Problem. Here you expose the problem in detail and describe how it is making their lives more difficult. A is for agitate. Tell them how they are suffering from it through empathy. S is for solution. This means that you resolve the problem by offering them a concrete solution and how it can turn their lives around. Take a look at this example, which clearly shows how the PAS formula was applied. For the problem, they mentioned how most lists of Google rankings factors are too long. To agitate this, they said that nobody knows them all and most contain myths. To solve this, they offered to take a different approach by talking about the top 10 that they think deserves their readers' attention. Third, IDA. IDA stands for Attention, Interest, Desire, Action, and is another widely used formula in the world of copywriting. It is an old technique that is still popularly used because of its effectiveness. A stands for attention. To grab your reader's attention, you may write a compelling opening using persuasive writing. I means interest. Get your readers' interest by telling them about your product and how it can improve their lives. D is for desire. Here you tell them why they should have it. A stands for action. Provide an easy call to action feature for your reader to respond. A good example here is tech giant Apple, who used the IDA formula for the MacBook Air and has been using it on its website for years. Here you can see how they wrote a copy with two powerful words for the headline to grab attention and interest of the audience using the newest features. Additionally, they instill a feeling of desire by highlighting the features that are beneficial for them and the environment. Another example and similar formula which you can use is called FAB or FAB. This formula doesn't completely rely on highlighting the user's problems, but rather directly offering them the benefits through the product's features. It emphasizes the benefits instead of the features. F is for features, which means you should highlight the features of your product. Here you answer the question, what can your product do? A is for advantages, which means that you have to identify the advantages of using your product. Here you answer the question, why is this helpful? And lastly, B is for benefits. Ask yourself how it can help them improve their lives. Take a look at this Apple Watch as an example. For the features, it says, it's a coach, workout partner, keeps up with your music tastes, and is an all-day assistant. For the advantages, it says, it's smarter, better, and more proactive. For the benefits, it says, it's dialed into you like never before. The 4Ps formula provides the readers with a sense of happiness and satisfaction from the benefits of the product and incorporates a solid call to action feature to ensure the effectiveness of the copy. The 4Ps in PPPP stand for picture. These are the elements that will grab the reader's attention. Promise. Here you deliver a promise of efficiency and benefits of the products or service. Proof. This is where you demonstrate the product benefits with evidence. Push. You push the readers to take action using the call to action feature. Let's take a look at this example from Jaybird for their Bluetooth earbuds. First is the picture of the earbuds with a nice color compared to traditional black or white earbuds of other brands. For the promise, they said in their copy that this is the perfection of wireless sound. The smaller copy below it is the proof, which highlights all the product features to support the promise. And lastly is the push, which is in the form of the CTA button below, which says Buy Now.